Hi, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Catherine. I am joined today by Aimee Runyon. She is the CEO of Assistant League of Phoenix. And Aimee, it's great to see you again.
It's great to see you too, Catherine.
Thank you. I'm really excited to talk to you because I know you reopened the Thrift boutique a couple of weeks ago. How's that going so far?
It's really going great. Yeah, it's a lot of changes.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say a lot of changes, though, to the normal way that we've done business before.
Yes. Talk to me a little bit about the changes that you've made now that you have people actually physically inside the boutique. What have you had to do to follow the CDC guidelines?
Well, one of the things that we did is we really created a three-phase plan that mirrored the federal guidelines for the three different phases of business reentry. And with that, for each phase, we really picked out what are those touch points where we have customers, where our volunteers or staff could be vulnerable. So now when you walk into our store, you'll see all staff and volunteers have gloves and masks on. You will see the acrylic barriers at the cash register station, along with the stickers on the floor that place people 6 feet apart. When people enter the store, we have somebody there that's keeping track to make sure that no more than 20 people are in the store at one time, as well as offering hand sanitizer when people come in, as well as when they leave.
Very important. So you're taking all the necessary precautions because you want people to be comfortable when they're there. A lot of people during this pandemic got organized, something they were probably putting off. Many people cleaned out their closets. They have clothes that they can donate. This is really important to what you do because it supports the programs that you provide for some very important people in our community. Talk to me a little bit about those programs.
Absolutely. So, and like you said, really every dime that we raise, that we earn at the Thrift Boutique goes right back into programs that help children in need in our community, which I think is really important for people to know that when they're shopping, when they're donating, that all of those proceeds are going to help children living in poverty in the greater Phoenix area. One of our biggest programs, you can see the poster behind me, Operation School Bell. We provide over 8,500, close to 9,000 children living in poverty with a brand new school wardrobe each year that includes brand new shirts, pants, underwear, socks, shoes, belt, sweatshirt, hygiene kit, book. It's a whole package. And for many of these kids, they've never had new clothing or new shoes. We see it all when the kids come in to get outfitted, and when they come in to receive their clothing, we don't just ask them what their size is, we have them actually try it on. So we make sure that everything they take home fits them. A lot of times we'll see that the shoes they come in with are really 3 sizes smaller than what they actually should be in. We've seen kids come in with their shoes duct taped. Many kids have to share one pair of shoes among several family members. So to give these kids some of just the basic necessities that so many of us take for granted every year, especially moms when we're, shopping for clothes for our kids to start the new school year. For these kids, it really means everything. We've had an opportunity to have some kids that took part in the program over the years come back now as college students, and each year they come back and help us dress the first kids that we serve that year. So that's really exciting.
Oh, that's so terrific. And they're so grateful. The children are so grateful for everything that they're given. So it's really important that we continue to support all of those programs that you provide, especially that. Why do you think that demand is going to increase because of COVID-19?
Well, right now we serve, like I said, close to 9,000 kids. There are actually 140,000 kids in the greater Phoenix area that qualify for the program. So we're already just able to serve such a small amount. Really, we serve the very, very highest need. But now with the unemployment rate rising so much, we know a lot of families were encouraged that were facing, no income coming in, kids at home, the increased cost of food and what it costs to take care of kids. We know that a lot of families were encouraged to apply for the free reduced lunch program so that they could take part in getting some of those meals, that the kids would normally get at school. So we already know that the number for the free reduced lunch has already escalated. just as of right now. And, you know, I think one of the first things that I thought when COVID-19 hit was that I'm more afraid of what's coming than the actual virus, because the thought of more poverty happening in our community, more kids needing, you know, food in their bellies, clothes on them to go to school, that's what really scares me. So you know, the one thing I know is that we come from a really great community. I was born and raised here. We have wonderful people that really care about kind of taking care of our own. And, you know, it's at times like this where we have to come together and make sure that especially all these kiddos are taken care of.
Absolutely. And you're right. Our community is very good about rising in tough situations like this and coming together. And one of the ways that we can help support you and the children who need us the most right now is to donate and volunteer. So, what
Absolutely.
has changed with regard to both of those? What should people know if they would like to donate or if they would like to volunteer with you?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, reach out to us. You can find us on our website, alphx.org. COVID-19 really hit our volunteer base. Most of our members are in that category of 70 years and above. And so they need to still shelter in place until Arizona is in a phase 3. So we also had a large group of corporate volunteers that, you know, now they have new regulations. A lot of them aren't even back in their office buildings yet. So when the school year hits, we know that we have 4 Delivering Dreams buses that are going to be filled with clothing to bring to these kids. And we're just going to need some help, you know, making that happen. So I think, you know, a lot of people right now, if you're out of a job and you're still looking to give back to your community, contact us. We can help put you to work in doing something that really you can see the immediate benefit from. The other thing, like you mentioned, is our thrift boutique. Donating and shopping. We call it a boutique because it's not like any other thrift store. We were voted the best smelling thrift store in the Valley.
That's
That's a good
important.
thing. And, you know, the one thing I did not mention is that now when we get all the donations we get, we decontaminate them with a fogging machine that really just helps to make sure all of the donations that we get, we sanitize them before we put it back out on the floor.
Mhm. Well, you've been a nonprofit here in Phoenix for 60 years. So
Yes.
I know, like a lot of nonprofits really around the world, you were hit pretty hard by COVID-19, but it's nice to see rebounding and the thrift boutique being open. So I encourage everybody to go and support you, whether it's donating, buying, or volunteering, or all of the above.
Yes.
alphx.org is the place to go. Aimee, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Catherine.
Good to see you.
You too.